So that will be the darkest one. You see that this one, the first one, you have a whole, you need to introduce the whole thing, the first here, like here. So if this is the one, you need to start showing it like here. Chrysanthemum stroke. See, it will be dark. First one will be a little bit darker, and then gradually it will be lighter. It's actually basically chrysanthemum stroke. And then next one, like that, and then next one there, and then another layers there. And here you see tiny bit. So here. So see the gradation of the tone, you will be able to see it. So that's the important one. This paper is very observant, by the way.
You like it?
You have to be really careful, I guess. So this one, for
Are there two
example.
sides? Are there two sides to it?
Keyboard.
Or just
This one, for example, you want to do it up to you. I guess this can be in the front, and then next one, and this. So a bird you can do just a single one. Okay, right here. Press and left, like that, and you can add another one there. That's a little. Anyhow, just practice that. I think the most beginners, probably people will do just an equal like this. That's what you don't want to do that. So this, the press and lift stroke is so much more interesting. So when you do the flower petal, you do press and then lift, and then you can press a little bit to finish it. That's okay. And then you like this. So you have press and lift, press and lift. Press and lift. So then same time, you want to able to see this gradation of tones. Okay, those are the important ones. Okay, then you want to show.
You have nice
Whatever.
tips. I like
Huh?
the tips.
Okay, so that's a good things to practice. Here we are. So then you add a little calyx like this. Okay. Calyx is the bottom part like this. So you can do the color or you can do black and white. Okay, like this. You see a little bit of here. Here you see more. Here you hardly see it because it's a fully opened one. So you have that. So this is a bad one, okay? But anyhow.
Can
So,
you fix that one and make it better?
I guess I'm not focusing total finished painting here, but we could do it. Okay, so something like this. You see the same thickness one? So it's less elegant looking than this style of, so, and then we have to figure out how to hook these branches. So you need to introduce some, see, large trunk like this way. Other examples. I don't want to show you how this. This is a photo I took in my village. You see the big trunk looks huge like this,
Yeah.
and then the close up. Yeah, and then you see this. Some of them really look like nollie. Like this, branches are really gnarly. So you see how this is hooked. So usually comes, depending on the situation, so you can choose what other photos I give you. So you can do, in terms of branches, you can do this double line strokes. Yeah, that's the good one, yeah. Double line, but I prefer just a single line, like this way. This way. You can do it that way. Okay. So let me see. The older trunk looks like more gnarly. So its older ones looks like, for example, like more nolly, like it has more angled. And then there's some young ones a little more come here. Then you hook there. So you have to figure out how to hook it. You can come, so figure out how to hook it. And then another one can go behind here, you don't see it. And then here you can add another one there and this. Hook there. And you can hook this, can come out there. And this somewhere behind here, and then you hook it there. And this one needs to be hooked
Long way.
somewhere. Pardon?
A long way for that one.
I know. So you can also add another one from top. You can do that too. So you can leave, for example, you can have another one here, and then you add some in between flower, and then here you can hook it there. That can be separate. And then here you can introduce some more, you know, you need more in between. So anyhow, later stage, you see the green things coming out once flower fell out. You have that here. Where's the other photos I gave you? It's
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Okay. So this old ones, also you can always add some
Like
flowers
this.
here, for
Yeah.
example. You know, you need to add some more flowers in between, for example. You see here, the spaces are left. You can add some more flowers, partially hidden. Yeah, you can show a little bit like partially hidden, and then maybe the very young ones there too.
Do they have buds?
Hmm?
Yeah, they have buds.
And then you see this kind of thing
Those are the
exists too.
buds.
Huh?
Yeah.
So where's the photo? We need to understand. You see this kind of, the real baby. You can add it a little more.
We don't have that one.
We don't have the
We don't have
babies.
that one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, here's
Here's
one.
one. Yeah.
Here's
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
here's
Like
one.
here. So you add in between something like this, like this, and like that. And then you can show this one by itself. You know, this, you see like here, very gnarly. The older it is, the branches are very gnarly looking. So you need to add some, you know, dots like this. So, you know, you have this, you have this. Here I'm going to add some more flowers. And then this need to be hooked. It can't be in the middle there. You need to show how it's coming behind and hooks. So you can add another one there. And the little baby ones, you can add it in between. It makes more interesting. You know, partially you don't see the branches. You can have there. You need to add some more little ones here. So here and there. So one thing is you need to also here introduce a little stamen. So this fully opened one, you will able to see the stamen inside here. Maybe here you can see stamen.
Where's the stamen?
Here
of the flower?
stamen. You can see a little stamen here.
Where is it?
We don't
If you-
have-
like this,
Oh, I see, yeah, okay.
fully open one
Yeah.
like that.
Can we have that one?
Didn't I
We
give
have
it
a
to you?
picture of
I
that
think
one,
I did
yeah.
give you.
Why don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
and you
here.
can see
You
stamen
you
here.
show a little
See?
bit stamen here.
Here,
Yeah, but it's better
here,
to have the
here.
picture.
Yeah. And then you can show
Yeah.
like here.
Oh, here it is. They have little dots on them.
Yeah, a little bit like this. It has a little like this kind of look.
And what about leaves? There's not
You
much
can
in the way
show,
of leaves.
you know, early stage of magnolia, you don't see the leaves, but the later stage, it appears.
huge.
It's, yeah, it
They're
appears.
bigger than the petals,
Yeah.
actually.
Once
Yeah.
the flower petal pulls out, you will see a lot of the leaves coming out.
Yeah, they're
This
not,
flower only lasts 2 weeks of blooming. So, so this is one way to paint. This is outlining style, but the other one, the boneless style, you can do. The loading of the boneless is different. Okay, so so what you do is you load light tone here and general gray. Okay, this is one style, and then the other style is depending on, you can do with the color later, but first with the black and white. So maybe this brush may be a little too small. Let's use a little bigger one. Okay, so here we are. So light tone, whole brush. Maybe more. And then you add a tiny bit of water here in the tip, and then you can take off in the tip a little bit of water. Oh, I took it off too much. Let's see what we got. So the tip is watered down. I don't see. So you can also use glue, but I don't have a glue right now. So you have this thing,
Glue for what?
gray. You add, instead of water, if you have a glue in a tip, you can do better. But anyhow, I'll show you this way. So
Glue,
you have this,
Yeah.
add a tiny bit of water, and then you take it off tip. Yeah, you can add a little more water, and then you get to see, do you know what I mean? This
Dark
is
to-
what
yeah, light to dark.
That's what I want to try to get there, okay?
Okay.
So you
Oh,
have
so
one
when we
petal,
reverse, we used to do the,
Right, yeah.
and then you
yeah,
have
yeah.
another petal.
we used to do the tip dark, now we're doing the tip light.
Yeah, this is the opposite.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you add glue, it's easier, but this can be done this way too.
That's an interesting, yeah. So you can do that with any color, basically.
So try again, loading, light loading. And then I think you better take it off first. I don't really paint this way, but I paint more with the color. Add a tiny bit of water in the tip. Then we can do the shape like this one, for example, let's say. So you do this, the first one, front. You should have a little more darker one in the tip. I don't have enough dark. It'll be more interesting if you have a little contrast building. Okay, let's do a little more. You have to experiment. I usually use a color, so this is, you have that, okay? And then take off the tip, and then add water, and you try again. You see that?
Yeah.
That's what we are trying to do. Okay, so you have to do, so you have to load it each time, that's the problem. Okay, so here we are. So another one will be like here, and this. You can just make the shape like this. So what do you think?
I'll try it.
Huh? Yeah, the both technique is useful. So then you add tiny, give it a little more like that. By the way, this area here, you add a little more thing here. I forgot about that. You do a little bit of dark tone, show a little bit of hair. You know this calyx has a little hair in there, like this. So show a little hair. If it's color, then you can see better. But here it's black and white now. This one need a little more. Also stemming. So then let's figure that out how to attach this. Hook it to the branch. Branch can come out from somewhere. Okay, and then one goes there, and then another one can come out there, and then this one can come out there, and this one I have to bring it by itself there. This one can come out, I guess it could be, and this way. And then the knolliness of the branches, you can show a little bit like this. And then, yeah, you have this little babies, you also need to add it like that. You can have some more, another flower here behind the pasha. Anyhow, this is the, no, you can't do this, you can't do a different style, or you can't do that. You can't do that, so you gotta make it, you gotta make the same style, okay? Otherwise it'll be new creature, okay? Okay, here we are. So you put it.
Can you mix colors on a tree though? Can you
No.
mix colors on, I don't know, I'm asking.
There is a plant that's like that though, and they're out
Okay.
now, the hellebores. They have
Not
some mixed
totally
petals,
there.
mixed.
Anyhow, then you
like
also
white
want to
rose,
show
two
here
flowers on the same plant.
calyx too. I mean the stamen need to be here somewhere, and show a little bit of the stamen there. Okay. So in terms of style, which one do you like it better?
I like bone.
Huh?
I like bone.
Really? It's a little
You like
too
the
wet
bones
here.
or both?
Bone.
This is.
The bones?
You like the bones one better?
Yeah.
This one is better if you do color, actually.
Yeah. Right now doesn't quite
Hmm?
look like a
Yeah, I know. Another thing is if you
magnolia
do
to me.
with this, if you don't do with the color, I show you. You need to add a little more, like this one.
That's beautiful.
You
Yeah.
need to add a little background so
Yeah.
it comes out
Yeah,
better.
that's
So this one, you see, stamen can be a little color like this. This is a more color version. And then example, I have some. This is a Ningnan school version. You can see. It's very free and more boneless idea. This is a fine line style painting of the, I gave you one example of fine line style, this one. This is more very detailed plant, you know, very detailed work. But
This is
we
where they
are
trace
following here
things, right?
freestyle.
This is where they trace things? Find
Yeah,
out
that's, you need to
tracing?
plan and then tracing.
Oh.
Another thing I want to show you is, you see, in reality, magnolia looks bottom dark like this,
Yeah.
but many painters paint in brushwork. Loading is easier if you do it this way, so top dark, that's how they do it. They just do it upside down. That's actually, I'll show you how that works, okay? This is what I mean.
Well, you just load the tip with darker color.
that's a usual, it's much easier to load that way. 95% we load it that way.
But
When we do
then
color.
if you wanna load
This is,
bottom.
this is very unusual. Very rare we use this brush loading technique. But anyhow, I'm just going to show you here. So, whole brush is light, okay? So light loading, and then take it off. So water, basically very little, and then I need to have a little more water. See, this brush, if it gets split like this, means this brush doesn't have enough water. Means you need to add more water. So, because I haven't used this brush a little while, so you need to put enough water and then soak it total thing, and then take it off the water, and then you load tip, darker tone, only the tip, okay, very little, okay, and then take it off again. So very little in the tip, so then you can do something like this, okay? So in reality, it looks like that, but you don't paint this way, okay? So you can do, you just take your artist license, okay? Just make it
Turn
your
the
own.
paper
Huh?
upside down.
So make it like this, so you use it like that, and then just add another one. This is much easier than other way, you know. It's much more difficult doing this way, because this loading is so much easier than this.
But you could turn your paper upside down and do it then, right?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's
No?
not that easy. So anyhow, if you want to retouch it, just a tip, because tip disappears very quickly. You can just a tip retouching. You see, this paper is very observant. So one thing you need to avoid is you can also blot it.
You know why? Because if it's for calligraphy
paper is-
with calligraphy, you usually
This is paper, it's
use,
practice paper, so it's
straight
really,
ink,
Huh?
you know, thick ink for calligraphy. You don't blend the way we do with water.
yeah. This paper is very inexpensive one, so that's
Yeah.
here. So let's just do this. So you, in order to make the shape like this, it's okay, magnolia shape like this, you don't want to do like this, okay? So you need to go like here and then make it as shape. You have to make that shape and then you lift here. So to make that shape. Okay, here, turn it. You have to do like this in order to, and then you blot it quickly. So then you see it's bleeding less. So this paper needs blotting badly. Here, and then another one there. Okay, so when you do the color, so now I'll do one more, okay, the light here. Just a tip dark tone. Let's try this brush, this one, a little wider one, this one. Let's try this one. Maybe this one, okay. So you start this, the front one, most front one, you want to make the darkest, like that, and foreshortened version. And then this one is longer, and make it this way. See, if you blot it, it bleeds less. You see the color comes out, and then you do. And then another one, this. Ideally, you one loading, you want to finish it whole flower. So you see the color change, transition more naturally. I know, you have to go a little more clean look here. You can retouch your brush a little bit. Magnolia is one of the very difficult flower to paint, but it's so beautiful. So that's why I like to show you that. Okay, here we are. So then you want to add this thing here. Add a little bit of this to show underneath the calyx. I haven't painted magnolia. We only paint once a year in springtime. This is one of the spring blossoms, so here we are. I'm going to add here, do it here a little bit, do this. I need to add a little more. Yeah, and then add branches. Okay, these are not so elegant looking. I think it's better to start maybe just this one, but make sure the touching the branches, you see, that's the one. Here we are. So nolly looking young branches. You see this green thing going, the green leaves are showing, so I'm going to show from this one. I'm going to go from here. I have to come out from here somehow. And then go another one there. And this can come out there. And this can come out there. And you can always add some more stuff here. So then add a little bit of add a little more green here. Mixing a little. Okay, here we are. And then the inside thing, the stem, you have to go a little more orange tone, this and this mixture. The stem is somewhere, yeah, this is more inside thing. Here you don't see it like this. Yeah, this is not so good looking. Okay, and then
Statement of a different color though.
yeah, all right. Anyhow, this is not good. We need to do better one. Anyhow, so this is a general idea how this works, but I would start with this style first, and then try this, and then color we try it last. Huh?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do it. We need to do it once more. I'm so bad of explaining. Okay, sorry.